How to knit a hat made out of brains. Hi guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to a spooky studio knit. If you think this would be a great knitting project and would like to see more, please hit like and make sure to become a Studio Knit subscriber today. This is a really fun project if you love making I-cords like I do, since we're going to knit up a whole lot. And I'm knitting mine in celebration of the book YouTutorials. It just is released now here in the United States, and I'm featured in it as having the best YouTube knitting tutorial on how to knit an I-cord. So make sure to check it out. The materials we will use are size 8 16-inch long circular knitting needle and 4 size 8 double pointed knitting needles for our hat. Also 2 size 10.5 double pointed knitting needles, worsted weighted yarn, scissors, and a tapestry needle. To begin, we will use our circular needles and the double pointed knitting needles to knit up an easy 5x3 ribbed hat as our base. A link to the pattern that I created to knit my adult size hat here is in the description below. But you can totally use any hat pattern for any size you'd like. Oh, and I decided my brains are a pretty pink, and these hats look totally cute or kind of gross in all colors, so get creative with it. Your color choice is totally optional. What color do you think your brains are? Let me know in the comments below. If you're really smart, then you have a lot of brains. For mine, I knitted up over 17 feet. That's over 200 inches of I-cord brains. And since we have a lot of I-cord knitting in this project, I like using my larger 10.5 size double pointed knitting needles to make them thicker and bigger. That means there's less knitting involved. I have a link in the description below on how to knit I-cords along with all of the knitting techniques that we're using here. We're casting on 4 stitches and knitting up lots of I-cords in various lengths. Once each I-cord is in the length you desire, go ahead and bind off and start on another one. Get creative with it. My longest I-cords are 28 inches in length and my shortest are just 3 inches long. Once your hat and a whole lot of I-cord brains are knitted up, the fun begins. We want to have a clear definition between the right and left hemispheres of our brains. So I'm going to weave a temporary piece of white yarn right down the middle of my hat here to help keep track of each side as we go along. And looking at the photos of actual brains, each side looks somewhat similar but not totally identical. I like using identical lengths of my brains on each side as I go in similar patterns, coiling them around, but there really is no need to have them perfectly mirror each other. And just keep tacking the brains to your hat until it's totally covered. When your entire brain is full, you can either weave in or just tie off your yarn ends, cut them, and you are done. I love how squishy and thick this hat feels when wearing it. And it's certainly going to get noticed for its funny, creepy character. I hope you're inspired to knit up these super creepy hats made out of brains. This is part of my Halloween Knits playlist where I have a lot more fun, cute, creative, simple knitting projects for you. Thank you so much for watching Studio Knit. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos with your friends.